Well, a nonprofit in Noblesville is celebrating its 40th anniversary. Janus Developmental Services works with adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and that includes matching them with jobs in the community. Business of Health reporter Kylie Valletta is here with more. Kylie.
That's right, Gary. Thank you very much. The services offered by Janus are in high demand. The nonprofit currently has 50 people on its waiting list. Janus provides day services for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and most of those clients are part of their community employment program. Here to tell us more about the benefits for businesses and Janus clients is Christina Sorensen, President and Chief Executive Officer of Janus. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you, Kylie.
Well, first of all, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
40 years. So you're based in Noblesville, and Janus places your clients and jobs and companies in Hamilton County and those surrounding counties. But give us a quick introduction to your employment training program. What does it do?
Okay. Well, essentially, as you very well know, employment is so important to so many people. When you first introduce yourself to somebody, typically one of the first things you talk about is your profession, or you say, what do I do? And people with disabilities find that very important as well. And so we've got a number of different ways of training people. The primary way is through our community employment program. And that program is designed to help people find jobs out in the community. And part of that process is identifying what kinds of skills they have, what kinds of abilities they have, and also combine that with the interests they have. Because the primary objective in this is to find employment that will be long-term, so something that they'll be successful at long-term. And it makes a lot of economic sense, because if you have an employer who hires somebody for a long term, it's much better for them. They don't have all the expenses associated with placing a new employee and just, the ongoing training and all those different things that are involved with having somebody successfully employed. And so we have employment specialists that work with our people who are trying to find jobs, and they will go through that whole process with them of identifying possible jobs and matching them up with their skills and abilities.
And one of the newest projects taking place at your facility focuses on hydroponics, growing plants and produce with just water. Tell us about that project. It sounds so interesting.
Well, that was something that we started looking into because we wanted to offer another opportunity for our clients to earn income. And we had heard about hydroponics from a gentleman who said, it was really kind of ideal work for people who have disabilities, because you can kind of tailor it to their abilities and different skill levels. And so we've been working, we've had a partnership with Purdue. They've had students looking at this different project and helping us design the whole growing unit. And we're really trying to, right now we're starting our very first growing project and seeing what steps actually need to be taken to raise the seeds into healthy plants that can actually then be sold at some point in time. So we're just really kind of trying to learn that whole process, learn about the right levels of nutrients, the right level of lights, and everything that's involved with that.
A lot of learning curve there, I think.
Yes.
And you say that you constantly hear about companies in Indiana looking for good employees. And you say your clients have some really special qualities that make them good employees. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I think one of the things that we've heard from people who are employers who have actually used some of the clients that we work with is they've been so impressed with their dedication, their commitment to the work, and just their ability to really focus and make sure that they're doing the proper job. And it's just amazing when you have somebody that's so dedicated. We have some people in our community employment program that have actually worked at one specific place for over 25 years. Wow. And so that's really quite an accomplishment.
That's right. We only have just a few seconds left, but for companies or executives who may see this around the state, what advice would you give them if they're considering for the first time hiring an adult with an intellectual or developmental disability, or maybe they've never considered it? What would you tell them?
I would say be flexible, be open to trying things in a different way, and be creative, because if you're facing an employee shortage, just look at things a little bit differently and see how you can accomplish things maybe just in a different way, because it'll help you be more successful.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Gary, back to you.